This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Mental health is real, seek help, and the stigma. On the news this evening, uproar as Senate confirms RISIAC chairman, passes emergency rule budget. Suspect accused of killing police corporal, OSPAC operative Gutam denies. Reactions as police reportedly arrest principal for burning student with hot iron. PDP reinstates Ayamu, postpones NEC meeting. On the foreign scene, NATO members agreed to spend 5% of GDP on defense and security. I'm Sam Chinedu, and the news continues after the break.
The Rivers State
Welcome back. There was uproar on the floor of the Senate following the submission and consideration of the ad hoc committee report on the emergency rule in Rivers State, particularly regarding the screening and approval of the chairman of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RISIAC. Michael Ode, who is not an indigene of Rivers State, speaking on the matter, the Senate Minority Leader, Abba Moro, said earlier appointment of a sole administrator who is not from Rivers raised concerns, and that the appointment of another person from Cross River State will only deepen the lack of ethics. His position was supported by Senator Abdul Ningi and Senator Ali Ndume, who urged the Senate to consider local sensibilities. But the Chief Whip, Senator Tahir Monguno, defended the nomination, arguing that no constitutional infraction had occurred. Senate Leader Okpayemi Bamidele, who chairs the ad hoc committee on Rivers State emergency rule, urged his colleagues to treat the matter based on constitutional merit rather than political sentiment. Despite the friction, an overwhelming majority adopted the report, confirming the appointments of the chairman and members of RISIAC. Meanwhile, the Senate has passed the 2025 budget of Rivers State totaling 1.485 trillion naira. The budget was passed after third reading today. The passage came after the lawmakers considered the report of the ad hoc committee on River State during the Committee of Supply session. The bill seeks to authorize the issuance of over 1.4 trillion from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of River State for the fiscal year ending December 31, 2025. The approved budget breakdown includes 120.8 billion naira for debt servicing, 207.38 billion naira for recurrent expenditure, 1 trillion naira for capital expenditure. Recall that last week, the River State Sole Administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, raised the budget to 1.84 trillion naira. Ibas said the increase was for the payment of gratuities and pensions. In other news, one of the suspects accused of killing a police corporal and an OSPAC operatives, Umebegwe Kingsley, also known as Gotham, has denied killing any police personnel. In an audio message sent to our correspondent, Gotham also denied going to Ahoda East Local Government Secretariat, where the police officer was killed.
I don't know anything. People are accusing me that I kill policeman, and policeman is not there in Ospak office that time. No, policeman is not there, and I don't even go council at all. So, and the policeman, when they talk say ain't die, say na for council, and the Ospak office no dey for the council. So how come? So I don't know anything, and the council too. I hear say Ahoda East then get problem for council, and nothing concern me. And they always operate for Ahoda West. Anything concern Ahoda West now after, and to peace to reign in Ahoda West now after.
He said he only went to Ospak office to retrieve one of his boys who was injured by Ospak and was engaged in a gun duel with Ospak personnel. He also accused Ospak of killing some of his boys, whom he said committed no offense.
Ospak come Ahoda West and kill some of my boys for nothing sake. So after I hear say they kill those boys, I call the Ospak commander. He tell me say nothing I go do. Say no go release that boy. So now 3 people then shoot. They arrest one. Now I tell am say for phone, I go come there, come carry my boy. Since one of them don't die and one of them don't sustain. Since we be say they don't threaten my life too, I get to go there. As they see me, they exchange with me. So as they open fire, I exchange with them. Also, I must talk my truth. I break this, then machete the boy from head to down. Now I carry the boy. As I carry the boy, now I come out.
He said some of his properties have been destroyed and want the police to investigate the matter.
So let them go. Let IG of police and commissioner of police, let them investigate this matter. If I kill any policeman, let them hold me ransom. But if I don't kill any policeman, if I go council, let them hold me ransom. But if I just go the Ospak place to collect this boy, this my boy, where them carry, let them free me and let them provide anybody who come burn my house, burn my father's house, burn also my traditional father's house. Let them come provide all those things then for me, where them spoil for me.
Recall that yesterday, the River State Police Command released a statement condemning the deadly attack on the Ospak office near the Ahoda East Council Secretariat. In a statement by the command, Police Relations Officer Grace Iringa-Koko, the police said the attack was carried out by a gang led by Umebewe Kingsley, also known as Gotham, and one other suspect identified as Opaka. The police said the gunmen opened fire on security operatives, killing a police corporal, Francis Friday, and an Ospak member, Ngozi Ipa, who were on special duty at the Secretariat. The statement said the Commissioner of Police, Ulugbenga Adepoju, has visited the scene and deployed tactical teams to the area. Police have reportedly arrested Mrs. Priscilla, principal of a private school in Eagle Island, Port Harcourt, who allegedly burnt a student who is a minor with a hot electric iron. The incident happened after the girl's aunt, Mrs. Amaka, told the principal that the minor stole 30,000 naira. Correspondent Emeka Otoka gathered that the matter came to light after residents around Amazing Grace Junction in Eagle Island saw the teenage girl with visible injuries and questioned her. The girl explained that her aunt had accused her of theft and reported the matter to the school, which allegedly led to the assault. The residents, upon spotting the aunt in the area, confronted her and alerted police, leading to her arrest. Meanwhile, the spokesperson for the command, SP Grace Iringa-Koko, is yet to confirm the arrest. Reacting to the incident, National Coordinator of the Center for Basic Rights Protection and Accountability Campaign, Prince Wiro, condemned the alleged assault and called on the police to ensure that justice is served.
According to what we get alleged, that the school principal with 1 or 2 other teachers held her and used an hot pressing iron to confess that she actually stole the money, and she said she did not steal the money. So the principal, Mrs. Priscilla, has been taken into custody. The head auntie is also in the custody of the police station. So we are demanding a thorough investigation into the incident. Anybody that is found culpable should be made to face the law to serve as deterrent to others, because it's a heinous crime against a child. It's man's inhumanity to man, it's height of wickedness and cruelty.
A human rights lawyer, Mr. Chigozie Mem, has criticized the police for not fully leveraging the violence protection solve her love with both on social media to take arrested from the
Opportunity will not take away of most of these things. There are things that are in public domain. It's a text now, but the unity especially the unity to act and protect. It's also when they don't have anybody to even go to the police station. They do not have. That is the benefit of having social media. And police have the responsibility to arrest anybody who has been found committing any crime.
The human rights lawyer also condemned both incidents of assault and called on the police to ensure that the perpetrators are brought to justice. He stressed the need for swift action to serve as a deterrent to others and protect vulnerable individuals from abuse.
I will call on the security agencies, most especially the Commissioner of Police, to bring into action immediately to arrest those who are involved in this, crime against humanity. Because it's uncalled for. No reason is enough for a child to be treated in that manner. If the child has committed any offense that has been investigated and proven, it is expected that he should be addressed accordingly. There are too many ways a child can be disciplined instead of, being assaulted like the way and manner this child has been assaulted.
As you may know, the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law prohibits all forms of violence against persons and provides maximum protection and effective remedies for victims and punishment of offenders for related matters. Still to come, FCT reacts as PDP reinstates Anyanwu. Stay tuned. Welcome back. An appeal has gone out to the Inspector General of Police and Rivers State Commissioner of Police to ensure justice for the brutal murder of a young entrepreneur, Samuel Tambosele Ajikwara, and the paramount ruler of Oshiwoko Community, Chief Elysian Okmara John. The victims were killed in September last year in Ahoda East local government area of Rivers State. Speaking in Port Harcourt over the weekend, the Ajikwara family, represented by Mission Dudu Ajikwara, commended the intelligence response team of the force headquarters in Abuja for arresting and investigating some of the sponsors behind the killings. However, they expressed concern that the main suspect behind the attack remains free and continues to roam the community armed, while initial investigations were allegedly compromised. Mission Ajikwara described the pain the death had caused their family, especially to Samuel's widow, his baby, and their aged father.
For all this now, I don't know what to say again. They come kill my pikin. I don't know how to talk for killing of my child, being savior. Who I never seen him body till now.
My husband was brutally murdered. We've been living in fears. We've not been able to go anywhere. We've been indoors. How do we continue this way? I want the law enforcement agents and everybody that needs to bring these people to book to come and intervene on this matter, because these people have been killing a lot and my husband has been affected in this. Let the killing stop. Let the killing stop. Let them come and intervene.
Also speaking, Mr. As Hibudu Nelson Joel, representing concerned youths of the community, said residents now live in fear as a suspected killer gang reportedly patrols the area, targeting those who oppose them. He urged the State Police Command to reopen the case file at the Mile 1 Police Division, where the matter was first handled, insisting justice must be served.
What is happening in my community calls for serious concern. We'll be living in fear. We can't even go to the community again. Like who paramount ruler of a community. Likewise, one of our youths, they were adopted on the same day and murdered. And as I speak to you, their corpse is nowhere to be found till date. We're expecting the police to do more by ensuring that the persons responsible, the major sponsors, are being brought to book. We're also calling on the security agencies to ensure that the one that killed our paramount ruler and our brother is being apprehended. The delay is getting out of hand.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says about 110 political associations are seeking registration as political parties ahead of the 2027 general elections. INEC Chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, said this in Abuja today. He said among the applications are the Movement of the People, MOP, being promoted by Sheun, son of late Afrobeat king Fela Anikulapo Kuti. All Democratic Alliance, ADA, by Akin Ricketts. Obedient People Party by Avotu Johnson, and many others. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has reinstated Senator Samuel Anyanwu as the National Secretary of the party. The acting national chairman of the party, Umar Damagum, who announced this today in Abuja, said the decision was a difficult one, but widely accepted by all stakeholders. The party also suspended its planned National Executive Committee meeting scheduled for June 30, following a meeting with the Independent National Electoral Commission. Meanwhile, the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, says Samuel Anyanwu does not need any directive to function as the National Secretary of the party, saying he was already functioning in that role. Wike said this during the inauguration of the newly constructed interchange bridge from Wole Soyinka Way to Murtala Mohammed Expressway in the FCT. He also lamented what he called the show of ego by some party members, saying that money does not solve everything. A leading health maintenance organization, HMO, Sunu Health Nigeria Limited, has held a one-day provider enrollee forum for healthcare providers and subscribers. Speaking at the event held in Port Harcourt, the Chief Executive Officer of Sunu, Dr. Patrick Courier, said the focus of the forum is to improve efficiency in healthcare insurance delivery for both clients and hospitals under their scheme. Courier also spoke on the importance of registering under HMOs.
We are here to see how best we can serve them. If there's any gap between us and how best we are going to bridge that gap so that we're going to improve efficiency in care delivery, so that we'll have better health care outcomes, and then the organizations will also run profitably. HMO is the best thing any person can have. For instance, somebody is paying 41,000 naira a year. If that person is pregnant, even if it is cesarean section, the person will deliver. Now tell me, where will you have cesarean section for 41,000 naira?
On her part, the South-South-Southeast Regional Controller for Sunu Health, Dr. Ifoma Chikezie, further explained that the forum aims at bridging gaps and creating an enabling environment for users.
Our major concern is to bridge the gap between the enrollee, the provider, and the HMO. We want to create an enabling environment for easier communications, for resolving of conflicts, for tariff issues, for early payments to hospitals. Because if we don't pay them well, they won't treat our enrollees better. So we want to hear their complaints, then we'll go back and work on it to be a better HMO. We are one of the foremost HMO that have started since 1998, and we've been in existence since then. And we are technologically driven.
Some participants also spoke.
We're having a real conversation of the challenges that the providers are going through and where it's hurts us most. At the end of this meeting, the Sunu HMO officials, the executives, should be able to implement those things.
Their courage to call for this program today is enough. You know, a lot of other HMOs are shying away from this because there is an insinuation that they are going to be put under pressure from the providers, that's the hospitals. But for them to have the courage to come up and then to allow us to freely express our pains, our expectations, all of that is enough. Secondly, there's sincerity to look into the recommendations we are preferring in effect of the problem that is already on ground is very encouraging. So I applaud them.
The news continues after the break. Welcome back. On the international scene, NATO members say they have agreed to spend 5% of GDP on defense and security by 2035. U.S. President Donald Trump said the increase is a big win for the U.S., Europe, and Western civilization. The current NATO target for core defense spending only is at 2% of GDP, which not all members hit in 2024. On the news this evening, you heard the Senate has passed the Rivers Emergency Rule budget and confirmed the RISEC chairman and others amid uproar. One of the suspects accused of killing Police Corporal and OSPAC operative Gutton has denied any involvement. Reactions as the police have arrested for burning a student with hot iron. The PDP has reinstated Samuel Anyanwu and postpones its NEC meeting. On the foreign scene, NATO members have agreed to spend 5% of GDP on defense and security by 2035. The news was edited by Onyeka Chinwosu. To reach News Team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Sam Chinedu. Thanks for listening.